Okay, good morning. This is going to be the lecture, I guess, for the A5.00 sheet. And on here are going to be enlarged plans. I may have to do this in two videos. We'll see how this goes. So for this assignment in Canvas here under the assignment for A5.00 Enlarged Plans, there are 4 documents that you will need for this. So the first one, of course, is the handout, which I'll go over. There's also what I call the ADA cheat sheet that I have given you. This can be referenced for when we start doing sink sections and cabinetry sections and whatnot. So I wanted just to show you that this is available to you. You can use this and just start adding things to it as you go through your studio classes. Maybe there's other ADA figures that you find online that you'd like to keep handy. So, or you could just keep this handy for things that you'll have to do in your studio classes too. But I just wanted to go over this quickly with you briefly. Yeah, so there it is. I might reference back to this when we start talking about the bathroom. The other thing is a PDF called getting rid of my door handout here. Oh, no, just go away. Okay. Stall A1 and A5 stall information. So some mounting styles of the partitions. What we're going to be doing is, so this style, floor anchor and overhead anchor, is much, obviously the strongest. Floor and ceiling anchored, when this wall column goes all the way to the top and bottom, is very strong. And then you have the kind that's just floor anchored, and then you have the kind that's just ceiling anchored. This is obviously, going to be the most risky, precarious kind of construction here. The reason why they are constructed like this is for the ease of mopping. So this one would be really easy to mop just because you have no obstruction whatsoever underneath here. And then these, you just have the foot of this wall right here. But otherwise, that is why very often you see restrooms that have partitions rather than full walls. And here is just another view of kind of what yours are going to look like, or what should kind of look like. Hopefully you've gotten something from Bradley or Bobrick, or you've gotten something from Revit City, or you made it yourself, but yours should look something like this. And then again, just kind of a more detailed look at, so what you would usually do is have a have the company, like you would specify Bobrick or whatever the case might be, and then they would be sending you back a very detailed shop drawing such as this that would give all the details about how it's constructed and how big it is. This is what I wanted to talk to you about for the or I already have kind of mentioned this about the urinal. So this is kind of a normal type I'm gonna get my yellow pointer out here. There. This is kind of the normal type you see. This lip right here, that top of that is 17-inch maximum, okay? Um, so this is kind of a normal, and this is ADA, okay? And then this is the kind that I was talking about where it goes all the way down to the floor. So it just like is ADA. It's a normal urinal. It also just inherently is ADA compliant. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? Yay, urinals. And here is so this is that lip I'm talking about. This is the normal height or regular height lip. And then this one goes down to that 17 inches. This is 24 inches. Okay. So when you're putting in your urinals, you can look at that. And then here's just kind of another very blurry image. And then this is the urinal screen. These are called urinal screens. Okay. And you can get fancy with your urinal screens when you want to. And then this is Kohler has these, I think this is what they look like, but you can get fancy urinals too if you want to. Kohler makes some kind of funny looking ones. So this you can reference if you would like to. And then there's also, again, we can talk about this more when we start doing sections, but basically the top of your countertop has to be at 2'10", 34-inch maximum is the top of your countertop. So if you haven't done your redesign in your bathroom yet, that's what you need to do. And then I've also have a drawing of that. We'll talk about the kitchen shield later when we talk about the break room. But so these are just some kind of reference reference documents for you. Okay. So back to the handout. Okay. So our enlarged plans are going to be A5.00. It's going to be called Enlarged Plans on the title block. So the purpose is to provide additional information in a larger format for clear communication. Depending on patterns, room sizes, and details used in a project, many enlarged plans could be drawn. We will be drawing 4 of the most common. So again, depending upon the project that you're doing, you could be doing just a ton of enlarged plans. Like if every room had some sort of flooring pattern in it, or if every room had a lot of equipment in it, or et cetera, et cetera. If every room had kind of a, a complex lighting plan, et cetera. So we're just doing a few, okay? So for the sheet requirements, we're having our title block, of course, we're having our drawings listed below. So we're going to do 4 enlarged plans of the restroom. We're going to do the enlarged demolition plan, the enlarged construction plan, enlarged reflected ceiling plan, and an enlarged equipment plan. All going to be at a 1/4 inch. And then they are all showing different things. For the enlarged demolition plan, we need to be showing the demo walls, and we need to be showing that hopefully you got the plumbing fixtures dashed. If you don't, we will fix it. And then the demo general notes next to that drawing. There's a little tiny general notes. Oh, I forgot to open that. That need to go next to that drawing. For the enlarged construction plan, we need to have some dimensions, the width and the depth of the millwork, the dimension and location of the partitions, the dimension location of the grab bars, dimension locations of the sinks on both the X and a Y axes, the handicap clear floor space with dash line and elevation symbols. And I'll go over this in more detail when I get to Revit. When I get to Revit. Anyways, reflected ceiling plan, again, 1/4 inch. We're going to dimension where all the lights, the air supply return are on an X and Y axes, and I'll kind of show you an easy way of doing that. And then under or to the side, you're going to be saying CA2.00 for RCP specifications, because on your RCP, you have put your specifications already. So we're just saying, hey, go look at this sheet for the specifications, rather than putting the keynote, I mean, we could put a keynote legend, sorry, we could be putting the legend next to it, but we're just referring back to the other sheet. Enlarged equipment plan of the restrooms. So you should be showing your toilet, your urinal, your toilet partitions, your urinal screen, sink, faucet, paper towel, trash, or hand dryer, and install trash and grab bars. Right now, we don't have the equipment codes. We haven't done our equipment plan yet, and we haven't chosen our equipment. So later in the semester, you'll come back to this and call out each item with the given alphanumeric code for all of your equipment, okay? And I think I made it just a numeric code, so I'm going to change that to just numeric code. And then under or to the side of this, you're going to have note CA4.2 for equipment specifications, because again, later on in the semester, we're going to be doing our full equipment plan, and you're going to have specifications for all of these things, okay? And that's going to be on a sheet called A4.02. Then we're also going to be doing an enlarged plan of the break room floor pattern. These are very common to do, okay? It's going to be at a 1/4 inch scale, appropriately titled, labeled, and dimension, just like all the other ones. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a grid with a pattern hatched appropriately. You're going to have the hatch legend. You're going to have dimensions if needed. And then you're under that drawing or to the side of the drawing, you're going to have a little note that says note CA3.2 for finished specifications. Same deal. We haven't gotten to our finishes. We haven't picked out our finishes yet, but they will be on A3.2 when we get to that point, okay? You're going to be composing these sheets in an organized manner, making sure your sheet title and numbers are correct, making sure all title bubbles are correctly titled and consistently placed, making sure items on the plan aren't overlapping and giving things room to breathe, and then making sure your author and your checker are filled in. I'm actually going to do a separate tutorial about this, making sure your title bubbles are correctly titled and consistently placed. So I'll be doing a separate tutorial on that. So that is our handout. So the first thing that we want to do is I have my Revit plan, and I'm just on my level 1, okay? And what I can do is right click on it, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing, and I can call this first one. So it duplicated it and gave me a copy of level 1, and I want to right click on that and rename. And the first one I can call Enlarged Oop, all caps. Enlarged, oopsie, demolition plan. Okay. So here I am on my demolition plan. And what I want to do, first of all, is not put shadows on it. I want to be able to see my crop lines. So this I want to bring right to the bathroom. Is it going to be 1/4 inch? Make sure it's 1/4 inch. I can adjust this accordingly. I mean, I guess I don't really care if that door is fully in there. Make sure the wall is fully in there. Something about like that. Can always change it later. And then I'm just going to bring these in there again so I'm not wasting too much space around it. Beautiful. Now I have this all set and ready to go. I can right click, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing. Now it's given me a enlarged demolition plan, copy one, and I want to rename this enlarged construction plan. Get rid of the copy one. And then do that again. Duplicate with detailing, and then I get another one. And then I'm going to rename that enlarged equipment plan. Get rid of the copy one. So now I have 3 ready to go. Then I need to do the same thing to the ceiling. So I could go to my ceiling 1, level 1, duplicate view, duplicate with detailing, rename, enlarged, reflected ceiling plan. And then I would crop it accordingly. Okay, I'm not going to do that now. So to the demo plan. You can do these kind of all at the same time and go back and forth, or you can do them one by one, or whatever it is that you want to do. I don't really care. So for this one, we need to change our phase to demo. And we should see demo. And these, actually, I was going to mention this. So to the person that I gave me their plan so I could use it as a base, I adjusted a few things. I moved this over and yeah, so there's a few things that I adjusted. I can't quite remember what I did. You'll need to adjust yours a little bit. And then I also, you can kind of tell that the family that was used to create this, what I think was like a Bob